Welcome back to another episode of Buck Wild with the Warrens. We're headed back to Tennessee for a late season doe hunt. However, an old warrior had shown back up on camera, and I didn't even know it until he showed up in the food plot I was hunting. Y'all enjoy. Welcome back, y'all. We are back up here in Tennessee. I'm using the gun for the first time. I got to spend some time with my dad and our good buddy Jimmy Dean this last weekend down in Mississippi at deer camp, and they were both lucky enough to get bucks, real good bucks, and it was just a fun time. But I got up here to Tennessee this evening, and I got here a little late. It's about 3 o'clock. Had 5 does in one food plot. Another food plot I drove by, there was 8 to 10 does, and then there was 5 does out in this food plot when I pulled up. So I think I got in here early enough they'll probably come back. We got a cornfield out here this year. So first time hunting this stand. This is normally my go-to stand. If you hadn't seen it, check out the Bandit video, the Jack Reacher video. This food plot has produced 3 bucks for me over the 5 years we had this place. I just absolutely love this spot. It lays out beautiful. Got some nice clover, some brassicas, even though the heat kind of scorched our plots this year. But it's still got some green out there. We got the corn over here to the right, so I know they're feeding in both of those. And don't really have any bucks we're after this evening. We need to kill some does. I'm still kind of buck hunting though. It's that time of year when anything can show up. You can have some random old buck show up just needing some food, recouping from the rut. You might even have a little second rut action. So we're gonna sit here and just see what we see this evening. I'm just excited to see a bunch of deer because this food plot usually, you'll see at least 5. So we'll see what happens, but y'all hang tight with me and we'll see what we can get done this evening. I'm sitting here watching this doe in front of me. She's kind of milling around, looking in the woods. I catch a glimpse of something in the corner of my eye, and I see a rack. And I'm like, who is this? I can't really tell what buck it is. And he comes out and hits a licking branch, and I see that old face. And I'm like, is that old buck from early in the year?
So even though I'm pretty sure this is that old 5-point, I'm not 100% sure, because the last picture we got of him was October 24th, and this is December the 19th. He doesn't have the belly he had. He's run down from the rut. So I'm like, I got to find this picture of him and make sure it's him before I shoot him. He's busy out there feeding. He's not paying attention to anything else. All he's trying to do is recoup from the rut. I finally find the picture. I figure out it's him, and I'm like, all right, let's do this. Let's take him out.
That's an old deer. He looks run down. That is an old deer. Pictures of him early. He is old.
Like I said at the beginning of the video, doe management was a priority coming up here to Tennessee this weekend, and as luck would have it, that big old doe that was standing behind him decided to pop right back out in the corn to my right, and she presented me with an awesome broadside shot. I made a quick decision to put some meat in the freezer.
Shot that big doe too, because we need to shoot some does. That was one buck we wanted to take out, but he's been gone. We ain't got no pictures of him in a while. And we had him early. He's the biggest deer we had on camera as far as body size. He's huge. He didn't have no rack though. We were like, we gotta take this deer out. I guess he showed back up. Man, this food plot ain't nothing like this food plot. Love it, man. Love it. Get down here and check him out real quick and see if I hit this doe. I'm sure I did. Big old doe. Hopefully we'll have two deer to skin tonight. See if I can get my dad on the phone real quick. Let him know.
Hello?
Hey.
What'd you shoot?
That big 5-point.
Did you?
Yep.
Cool.
Yep, he came out right here where Bandit came out.
Awesome, awesome.
Licking this.
Let me get the...
I sat there and looked at him for a while. He so ran down from the rut that I was like, is that an old deer? And I was like, pulled him up on my phone and was trying to find the picture. I was like, is that him? And I've got him. I finally found it and I was like, yeah, he just run down.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's laying right.
Oh,
He's laying right
here.
here.
Video footage of it?
Oh yeah, good footage.
Awesome.
All right. Love you.
Love you.
Ain't a huge rack buck, but he's an old deer. Mature buck. He's looking at his head, big old Roman nose on him. Oh, let's check him out here. Look at that big old Roman nose. Some gun's old. Been rubbing trees. Oh, yep. Scars on his face there. And check out all these where he's been fighting. So he got jabbed right there. Got some scars on his face. Came over here and went ahead and grabbed this doe. She's dead right here. 2 for 1 this evening. Let's go. That 308, baby. Bad to the bone. Bad to the bone. Big old nanny. That's what I'm talking about. Like I said before I got in the, or when I got in the stand, this is a magical spot.
Yeah, there you go. You thought for just does day, you didn't realize he was going to walk out, did you?
No, I was surprised. He walked out right into the stand, hit that licking branch right there. I knew he looked old, probably hit that licking branch, but...
What's his age, you think?
I'd say he's at least 5.
Yeah,
He might be
maybe 6.
I mean, we got pictures of him early in the year, and he was huge.
Yep,
I mean, he was,
exactly.
looked like the biggest deer we had on camera.
Shoot house there.
Look at his head. Check this out.
All busted up, gosh.
Yes, I mean, I think he's pretty old.
Yeah, he probably is.
But,
He looks at that Roman nose,
Yep. I
Yep.
sat there and
huge bodied.
I watched him for like 5 to 10 minutes.
Uh-huh.
And pulled out my phone because I was like, is that him? I was like, damn, he looked so run down.
Yeah,
He didn't have
yeah.
the belly he had, back in
Yeah.
September and October. I knew his shoulders and stuff looked big, but once I was finally like, yep, that's him.
Gotcha. I hear you. Well, I heard you shoot. I don't know if it was when you shot the doe or him, but I heard you shoot.
Oh yeah, and then that doe was standing like right here beside him when I shot. She ran across and stopped right there, and I was like, shit, I'm shooting her too. I need to shoot some does.
And when you shoot some does anyway, take some does out.
Just let him shoot her.
That's exactly right. You got it.